How we doing today, everybody? It is December 31st, 2023. It is 11:25 a.m. It is the professional trader here, back again with another video. It's been a while since I made a video. It's been maybe about 2 weeks. The reason for that being is it's been Christmas. So I don't celebrate Christmas personally, but the consensus in the markets like around Christmas time is, the markets are generally slow around this time. And, after Christmas, we have New Year's. So, the markets are kind of slow around this time. So, I kind of just took that time to just look at the markets, but really not be an active participant. But I'm back. Today's Sunday, so this video is just going to be me giving my weekly outlook on the Forex markets, taking a look at how I see things. And certain things happen, how I plan on proceeding. So, I am on phase two of my FTMO challenge. I am up plus $16. So I'm looking to continue that momentum and looking to pass that challenge. But let's take a look at Forex Factory. Like I said, it's New Year's Eve right now. Uh December 31st. So we see we have bank holidays as well. Monday, January 1st, we see it's a bank holiday across the board as well. Tuesday, kind of like people going back to work and things of that nature. We see we have all yellow folders, nothing too crazy. Wednesday on January 3rd is when we start to see some fundamentals that might affect the markets. And then we have ISM, manufacturing PMI, and those job openings, that could possibly affect the markets. We have FOMC meeting minutes. I'm not sure if that's Powell speaking. Could be. Not too sure, but right, that could affect the market as well. Thursday we have ADP non-farm employment change, right? Kind of like the pre to to Friday, to the unemployment rate, to the average hourly earnings, and NFP, non-farm employment. So right, Friday for sure, right, we should start to see some movement in the markets. But on Wednesday, right, we should probably start to see the markets a little bit more volatile. The markets, I wouldn't say they haven't been volatile, but they kind of were trending, even though it was Christmas, but we saw a lot of those moves kind of just get given back. So, I think staying on the sidelines, wasn't a terrible idea. But and the monthly chart is about to close. Monthly candle is about to close, so we're about to get a new monthly candle. So that'll be interesting as well. But I have some things drawn up already, and I'll just go ahead and break them down how I see them. But looking at the dollar, for the last, since October 30th, you know, we had this big impulse candle to the downside, had a retracement, another big impulse candle to the downside, followed by, that candle being lower and right and blah blah blah. And right, big bearish momentum. Price action has been bearish. The fundamentals have been, the consensus around the markets has been, um, rate cuts, right? And the plan is to cut rates. And I'm not the smartest guy on the fundamentals, but that's just what I hear. So, part of the reason why the DXY has been trending to the downside. But is the bearish trend over for the DXY? Um, I'm not here to say it is. If I had to pick a side, I feel like the overall structure is still gonna trend down. But when that'll happen, I don't know. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. But something to be aware of is this kind of range the DXY is, right? We see that we pulled here, came down, didn't make it all the way up here the second time, right? Pulled down. Looked like we were gonna cross lower, right? But then came here, right? Pulled down, and now we're right back in the area again, right? So what are we gonna do this time? Are we going to pull back up again, or are we going to pull down again, right? It's gonna be interesting to see what the DXY has in store. It's been ranging back and forth and right, and we're right back at this support level. So, if I had to, pick a way, I would still go with the trend just because the trend has been bearish. But, for me, what I need to see is, another low start to be formed. So I could go ahead and delete this real quick. It's not working, whatever. Right. But for me, I want to see if we can we pull up higher, to one of these levels right here. Let me take it down to the 4 hour actually, right? So we have some levels on the DXY. Excuse me. All right, we have some levels on the DXY that I'm looking at, right? That I feel like if these levels can hold, then the structure can still potentially hold, which is, to the downside, right? So we have this level right here, right? Can the market open up and can we immediately start to print, red candles? And, if that doesn't happen, if the market opens up and we start to print some bullish candles, the next level I'm looking at, is this level right here. From this level, can we see it start to potentially sell, right? And if that doesn't hold as well, right, the market opens up bullish. I'm not looking for a bearish scenario on the DXY, till about right here. So those would be my three entries, on the DXY where I would be looking to potentially sell at. So, just have to see how the price action, opens up as the market opens up. Markets aren't going to be open, I think, until Tuesday. So, just when that does happen, we have to see, what is it going to do? Is it going to respect these levels? Are these levels going to get broken through? And, though I'm still bearish on it until further notice, right? But if we do, break this level right here, then, I'm looking to see if we can start to try higher, potentially to these levels. But that's my opinion on the DXY. So, taking a look at some Forex pairs, I have, can take a look at USDJPY. We could start on the weekly. All right. So, um, USD, JPY, go ahead and delete this. It met its resistance on November 13th, right? And ever since we met this previous resistance that happened, October of 2022, right? We came up here and we've been rejecting that level ever since. So, to me, USDJPY looks bearish until further notice. And the next place I feel like it could start to potentially bounce back off is, this level that I have highlighted right here. If we kind of close in on this level, we see that price came up here, it rejected, broke above, retested, it broke back below, but then held as resistance here, right? Failed here again, broke back above, retested that area again, right? And then pulled back up. And now it seems like we're coming right back down, right? So I'm looking at this level right here as the next level of potential support, as where USDJPY could potentially start to maybe bounce back up. But I'm bullish until further notice, right? Until then, and from where price is at until here is about 400 pips. So that's a good amount of that's a good ways away. So, how can I potentially get in on this market? Uh, you know, go down to the 4 hour. You know, we see that, it's USD JPY. If we take this Fibonacci tool from the swing high to the swing low, we see that it's been, excuse me, let me draw it better. Sorry. I'm real picky on this. Sorry. But right, we see that we have these levels on the Fibonacci, right, where USDJPY, could potentially, maybe continue to drop. So right, if we can get a pushback, to this level, that looks probable because we have this trend line that has been bouncing off, right? And that'll line up with this trend line. I'm not the biggest on trend lines, but it lines up with the 236 and it also lines up, with a lower high that it would create. If that doesn't happen though, I'm looking at this I'm looking at this 382 level next, right? Where price could potentially, reject from as well if we can get a pushback to that level right there. And if that doesn't happen right there and this level gets broken, then I'd be looking potentially the other way to try to go bullish on USDJPY, at least until further notice, at least until these higher Fibonacci levels. But that's my opinion on USDJPY. I'm gonna be looking to see where I can get in, on a potential sell. But there's really no opportunity for me right now on this current market. Although I am bearish, there's really no way for me to get in right now. And if none of those scenarios happen, and let's say the market opens up, and just and is starts like a massive bearish trend to the downside, something like that, and any type of retest, I'll be looking to try to potentially get in. So, I'm bearish on USDJPY, but there's really no opportunity for me right now. But if opportunity does present itself, then I will try to get in. Euro AUD not really watching right now at the moment. AUDUSD looks like it can be potentially ready, for a potential move, right? We see that um price has, most definitely been trending down, ever since whenever this was, right? We lower, 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 right? But, we've also been respecting this, not uptrend, but these lower highs, right, have also been getting created on the weekly, right? And we see that for the last several weeks, price has been bouncing off of this kind of support level right here, right? So, for me, what I want to see is because, if the dollar continues to fall, and we should continue to, right, we should continue to see this go up. So there's no trade for me on AUDUSD, until we could see the, clean break of this resistance level right here, and any type of retest, be looking to try to get into this next level, right, of resistance right here, right? Um, there's we have these support levels right here that, I'm looking that, I could potentially also like try to get in on as well. But, just because I don't want to call price overextended, but price is pretty high right now. So, I'm not really looking for these trades right now. These are like, these are a ways away, right? I'm not really looking, for these oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix that. I'm not really looking, for these trades right now because, for price to start to, if price starts to, reject these highs and starts to fall lower, I'm not looking to sell it, right? Because it looks like it can buy off this level. I'm not looking to sell it right here, right? Because it looks like it could buy off this level, right? I wouldn't be looking to sell AUD USD until it broke this level right here. That's when I would call this, this chart bearish, right? So there are a lot more buy opportunities than sell opportunities in my opinion, right? So that's basically what I'm trying to say. But will we get an opportunity to get in this market? I'm not too sure. Will price come down here? I'm not too sure. Or, will the market open up and will we break this right here? And if we can, will we get any type of retest? And if we can, I'll be looking to get in. So, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I'll be looking, I'll be I'll be reacting to whatever happens, and from there, I'll proceed. But that's how I feel about AUD USD. Euro USD, not really watching right now. Gold, I like it to the upside, but don't really have an opinion on it right now. GBP USD, kind of like the same thing. We've been most definitely trending higher, but even though I do like to buy, I can't really get in on it right now just because, you know, uh, hold on. Excuse me. Not what I meant to do. Right, because, price is right at this resistance level right here, right? And, we see that, right, sellers have been stepping in this area right now, right? So, although I'm not bearish on it, I'm not looking to buy. these dips, right? If price dips, here, I'm not looking to buy that just because, it doesn't look good, even though that could happen, right? I'm not looking for that, right? I'd be looking for, for this though, if that happened, I'd be looking for that, right? But for me to go bullish, wouldn't really want to buy the dips, would want to see you know, a clear high get created and another dip, right? And then I'd be looking to get in, right? Wouldn't want to buy the dips, would want to see another high get created, and then from there, yeah, I can get in. And I'm not here to call it overextended. So, is that gonna happen? I'm not sure. But we're just gonna have to see, right? And if that doesn't happen and we start to cross below, like I said, I'd be looking for a potential sell in this area right over here. So that's how I feel about GBPUSD. USD CAD, um, you know, still really just waiting, right? Still haven't got that clean break of this support level right here. And until we get that clean break, don't really want to sell it just yet. It does look bearish, but just needs to be aware of of that level right here. And anything can happen, right? Price could literally come down here and start to impulse up. So, not gonna buy it just yet, not gonna sell it just yet. Just need to be patient and and see what's gonna happen. GBP JPY, I'm not really watching. CAD JPY, I I I'm watching to see if we can get a clean break of this level right here, right? And if we can get a clean break of this level right here, any type of retest, I'll be looking to get in, to these lows right here. So I like CAD JPY, probably the most along with AUDUSD and maybe GBPUSD. But none of them are really ready yet. So I just have to continue to be patient. But uh the markets will move eventually, and patience will pay as it always does. So I'm just going to continue to be an active participant in the markets, whether I'm in trades or not. Um, I'm looking to continue to make these videos again and start to get back a little bit, start to be a little bit more active as the year ends and as a new year begins. I'll probably make another video Wednesday, see how the markets have opened up, how things are looking. But, in a couple of hours, in some parts of the world, it's probably already January 1st, but over here it's the 31st. So, happy New Year's Eve. I don't really celebrate New Year's, but, happy holidays, happy New Year's Eve. Um, Me personally, I'm looking to have a better year, looking to have a better year than I did last year. Looking to, just trying to be the best version of myself that I know that I can be. So, it's a long journey ahead. It's not easy, but I do know that those who do not give up are the ones that succeed. It's not really who's the smartest out here, who knows more than the other. It's the ones who pick something up and stick to it no matter how many times they fail, but learn something from every time they fail. And yeah, that's my rant. But man, happy New Year. I hope everybody has a great year. I hope God continues to bless me. God continue to bless everybody who's watching, who isn't watching. I hope God blesses the earth. God blesses the land. God blesses every single soul, dead or alive. I hope God forgives us all, for our sins, and I hope we can start 2024, new, us human beings, the earth, the world. It's really fucked up out here. Excuse my language. There's a lot of messed up things going on, currently. I have the privilege to just, sit here and talk, So I try to be appreciative, but even with that, I still take a lot of things for granted. But, it's good to just, have a reset. You know, it's good to be able to enter a new year, able to walk, able to speak, able to have my hands, right? Able to have the freedom, to do this. So, I thank God. I thank, anybody who is watching. It means a lot. The people who leave likes, the people who leave comments. I most definitely appreciate it. But yeah, that's my talk, man. Happy New Year again. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. Yeah, man, let's just have an amazing year, man. I'm looking forward to what 2024, has in store, right? I really am. Yeah, man. So see you guys on Wednesday, man, or Tuesday.